Morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
I like the Alaskan pipeline.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that huck and spit on that thing. You get me?
Oh, that sounds so good.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang. Yes. Boy, that is good news.
It is the 19th day of August, 2024. Look at us, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Power Trip Morning Show. My name is Chris Hockey. Here we are. Welcome to Monday morning on the Power Trip. What a weekend. Holy moly. A couple of Metallica shows, Green Day, Smashing Pumpkins. Tonight we got Journey and Def Leppard and Steve Miller. What a world. What a world. Oh, yeah, I believe Hozier was in town as well. So much going on. What a great weekend. What a great week we have ahead as the Initials tournament continues. And what else? Ben Lieber, Mike Mussman, the third, and a cast of thousands. So let's just get her started. The bottom line is this. We've got some comedy coming up for you right now. We're going to get you the rest of the show as well. Here's comedian Kathleen Madigan on ziplining. Power Trip Morning Show on a Monday morning. Now you, come on in. I'm glad you're here.
Not long ago, I was in this tiny town in Georgia, me and my friend Vic, and we were looking for something to do, and we kept asking the local people. He's like, we got 8 hours off. Is there anything fun to do? And all of them responded with, well, you can zip line to another state for $55. And I asked the one guy, just because I wanted to see if he would know, I go, what state would I end up in if I chose to do it? And he literally answered me with a question. He goes, Alabama? Yes, that is the state on the other side of you. Geez, even I know that, and I don't even live here. And I think that's what you should do with your criminals in Georgia. You should zipline them in the middle of the night to Alabama. You give them an iPhone and $100 and say, look, if we see you again in Georgia, pow, pow, bang, bang, no jokey, jokey.
On your side, you hear the distant thunder.
Got to be careful with Johnny Pecker.
In your stride.
All right, welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show, Monday, August 19th. We have a new corner. We have a new quarterback. It's State Fair week. The Initials tournament rolls on. Hawk was at Metallica. Zach was at Creed. I was outside for about 12 total minutes. Pretty standard weekend. Actually, 12 might be high. See, that was about 60 seconds. That was about 60 seconds. Maybe like 6 minutes. I took the dog out. I took the dog. Yeah, maybe 6 to 10 minutes. Heard it was lovely out, though. New dogs go potty very quickly. They sure do. They go potty.
They go potty.
I don't know what else to say.
No, that's good. We knew what you meant. It's cool.
It is weird because I say that to my dogs too. Be like, come on, go potty. Like, I have to. Why do I have to censor it to them? They don't know the levels of vulgarity.
Take a piss.
Right.
Go.
Yeah.
Please bleep.
Yeah.
Please.
Oh, yeah.
And if they really had to, they'd do it without you telling them.
100%.
Yeah.
They just want to annoy you.
Nobody ever has to say, hey, Hawk, go potty. Oh, yeah,
my dad.
Cool. No, yeah, he does ask me to do that. Yeah. Sometimes I don't have to. I have to force it out.
Yeah.
In fact, a lot of times when I'm trying to tell them to do that, they're looking at me like I don't know these words.
Yeah.
And I think they're just staring at me trying to figure out what I'm saying. I'm probably just distracting them.
They're looking at you going, you know what? F off.
Yeah.
I don't have to go potty. You let me out of the house for about 3 seconds. Let me sniff, please.
Well, I don't want them to get skin cancer either. Let's get back inside where it's nice and cold.
It's too hot out. It's too muggy. Yeah. We need snow, right, Hogs?
It's coming, brother.
Thanks, Hulkster.
You're welcome. Yeah, it's football season and stuff, you know?
Yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, they got a new cornerback, Stephon Gilmore.
It happened.
6 days or so after he visited, it looked like it just wasn't going to happen. And Sauce, I heard you say the other day, and maybe you were right, that they were just waiting as long as possible because Gilmore maybe didn't want to do the full training camp, and maybe they were going to do the whole wait after week 1 and then contract bid. Who knows? I didn't know what was taking so long. Well, but they signed him.
I think it was. What's the show that does Sink or Sail?
Oh, Gilmore Girls.
Oh, great show.
Sink or Sail is the Vikings pregame show, Vikings Game Day Live with Mark Rosen.
Rogo.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's
Position
Vikings.
Paddles.
That's what I thought
Vikings
it was
Game Day Live is the show, but Position Paddles is the name of the segment, at least according to Mark.
So Ron said the same thing you just said. He thought maybe he'd wait till week 2 because, as we've heard from Lieber, the contract isn't guaranteed then or something. But yeah, he'll be here. I would assume they'll have a press conference with him today. I mean, he's a big enough name where they would have like his own press conference, right? I mean, he's a Hall of Fame cornerback.
Dude, check this S word
He's
out.
34.
That's young.
Simmons is old.
It's pretty old for him.
Should have been out of the game years ago, but
Same draft
can't stand him because
classes
he hates his wife.
As Harrison Smith. Check this out. He went to high school in South Carolina at a place called Rock Hill. They went 15-0 his senior year. He's quarterback and a defensive back. Teammates with Devontae Holloman and Jadavian Clowney on the same high school team.
Clowney. What a
the
beast.
3 of them on one high school team. No wonder they won the state championship.
And won every game. Yeah.
There's a decent chance the 3 of them could have beat the other team by themselves.
Yes. Yes, there is.
At least Clowney could have probably beaten the other 11 guys by himself, right? Give him the ball. He could just snap it to himself.
He was so good.
Good luck tackling him.
You know, Clowney's one of those names where you got to be a badass.
Yeah, you have to.
Like you're given that name. Okay, that's fine. You're gonna if that's gonna be right. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna lift a lot of weights.
Didn't it look like he was going to, I don't know, sack 93 quarterbacks a year?
Yeah,
when he got drafted.
Like he was going to sack some college kids too, just to get it out of his system.
Yeah, on the way to the stadium.
Yeah. Yeah, he looked like he was like going to be the best defensive player of all time.
Jadavian Clowney killed my grandma.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sacked her at the IGA.
Whoa.
They don't have those around here, do they? IGAs? No, okay, never mind.
Wouldn't that be amazing if that was true? If the whole world loved Jadavian Clowney, but he had killed your grandmother.
Yeah. It's like, guys, don't you get it? Grandma Nora's gone.
Was that the one that hated your album?
That's what the lady told me.
The psychic?
Yeah. Said
she's
right.
She didn't care for your new. Remember, she did not care for your new stuff.
That's what she said. Yeah.
Which means Grandma Nora at some point at least liked your old
she
stuff.
Loved Rise.
Exactly.
Right.
She liked Rise and Moonshine and all that stuff. She hated the new stuff.
Grandma Nora took a bunch of lovers, by the way, in case you're wondering. Sauce. Yeah,
mine
sure.
did
She
not.
took as many as she could get.
Oh, I'm sure. That's a hockey thing.
That's
right?
genetic. That's in the blood.
Yeah. She's a Daniels, but yeah, you're right. Yeah.
The Daniels are horny, right?
Well, the Daniels, yeah. I mean, come on. The last name tells you everything, doesn't it?
Yeah.
By the way, Gilmore had 6 interceptions one year in one season.
I mean, he was the defensive player of the year in 2019.
That's the year he had 6 interceptions.
Yeah.
How about that?
Not easy to be the NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
You know, he played
as a corner.
You know how many games he played last year?
17 for the Cowboys in the
17
regular
out of
season.
17. That's right.
Yeah.
That's not bad. We got us a gamer, guys.
I'm a little confused, though.
Why is that?
I don't quite get it. I mean, I get it from a Quasi and KOC perspective.
You put it in there and you move your hips.
I'd have saved the money.
You just saved the money.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what you're saying, because you gave up on the season. See, brother. The rest of us.
Yeah,
For realism, this is going to be a tough year. Somebody, and I have no idea what I'm about to say in terms of how this works. Somebody said if you don't use cap space, it rolls over. Is that accurate?
I don't know.
I don't know how that works.
Well,
Again, I think the cap's mostly a myth anyway, but somebody was saying that it doesn't make sense because if you don't think they can compete this year, and obviously Quasi and Kevin have to try to do everything they can to compete. That's no one's ripping them for trying, but
not at all.
From an outsider's perspective, it's probably $7 million. If there is some kind of rollover bit,
Well, I mean,
I would have
if you
entertained that.
If you're $7 million under the cap now and you don't spend a dime, you'll still be $7 million under the cap next year.
Don't know how that works. Yeah.
I
So
don't
somebody
either.
said rollover, and I didn't understand what that meant.
Well,
because if it's a 1 year deal, what's the difference?
Well, it'll come off the books next year.
Hold on, 2020.
If it's a 1 year deal.
Yeah, it says. I mean, I just googled it real quick, and it says, that's how it works.
Yeah.
You can just roll it over
Yeah, like
to the next season.
But what does that mean? What do you mean roll it over?
Like it'll be there the next season.
Well, I mean, that's any 1 year deal. So that's what I didn't. But people were saying if he signs a 1 year deal, they could have just saved the money and not done. And I'm like, we get some kind of bonus for saving.
No.
It's like a lemonade stand.
Yeah.
No, if
then
you
all
said
the
like
bad teams that do that.
Right when they explain it to Michael Scott how it works. Tell me how it works if I'm 5.
Yeah. Really.
Obviously, if you save the money.
Yeah.
You save the money. I just don't understand the rollover bit.
As of right now, and I don't know if this has Gilmore's contract on it, but they will have $66 million next year.
See?
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot. That's how you put together a very good football team with a rookie quarterback, and you go from there.
See?
Yeah.
I was just saying yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be...
It's all happening.
Yeah. It's football season in, 2 weeks from Thursday, the opening game?
The Chiefs Ravens?
Yeah.
Is that the same night as the Gophers opening?
No,
night?
the Gophers play a week from Thursday.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Can't
man.
wait.
Yeah.
This Thursday is a little more important.
What's that?
The opening of the State Fair.
Opening of the State Fair.
You guys are weird, man. But hey, but I'm
Cheese
glad. I'm happy
curd
for you,
buckets.
man.
Yeah.
Cool.
By the way, if you run the mouth trap at the Minnesota State Fair, I think last year the bucket of cheese curds was something like $20. Just charge us $60. We'll all pay for it.
You know, we've all known that lady, right?
Increase it by threefold.
It's your
It's
sister.
so good. You're like, man, she's a real mouthtrap.
Yeah, it's your sister.
You just can't say no. You know what I mean? Like, you should say no, but she's a mouthtrap.
I thought you were referring to her as a bucket of cheese curds because
Yeah,
I think
that's
we've
what
all been there
And
too.
hey, listen, you know what? Take a shower.
Oh.
Right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Or don't.
Speak to me now.
Or as you once did, just went to the back of the line.
Speak to me now.
You know how you guys go through the drive-through though, and
Right,
sometimes get a second soda just so it looks like there's more than one person in the
as
car.
Right.
My buddy does when his Uber Eats shows up. He goes, "Kids, the food's here."
Right.
It's just him.
There used to be a level of shame walking to the mouthtrap and handing them the bucket ticket.
Yeah.
Like, I'm clearly here by myself. I'm going to have to act like I'm about to share it with 6 people.
Yeah.
But now I just stare them right in the eye. Is this just for me? Unless I run into one of you guys before I'm done with the bucket, but that's like 3 minutes. I just hammer that thing.
Listen, that's one of the secrets about the mouthtrap. She looks you in the eye the whole
Yep.
time. And that's
Eye contact is important.
It's the key. Am I right, Maxo?
Talk about it, brother.
I'm talking about looking. It's like going to church.
Yeah, listen to the Hulkster.
Yeah, listen to the Hulkster.
Hawk, you saw Metallica. Zachary, you saw Creed. Sauce your hands up.
This segment was brought to us by my friends at Gutter Helmet of Minnesota, GutterHelmetMN.com. They're the best. Thank you.
You nailed it.
Yeah, man. Well done.
Well done.
How was Creed there, Zacho?
Incredible. It was
That hat's sweet.
everything that I dreamt it being and more. It was awesome. That was pinching myself multiple times throughout the
It
show.
helps you get there.
Just to make sure that I wasn't dreaming. But yeah, it was really cool. The weather was perfect. Couldn't have been better weather-wise. Yeah. It was just
How was the pre-party
amazing.
with Marnes?
Yeah, it was great. Jam-packed parlay
Was
in
she an
there.
absolute mess again?
Yeah, I mean, you
Was she
know,
twerking?
par for the course for Marnes. You know,
How high did you get during the concert?
not at all.
How high did Marnie get?
She completely emptied out the entire southeastern
She
part of the
farting again?
state's
Oh,
resources.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she ripped ass.
Speaking of high, you shot a video and posted it on social media of some dude climbing up on that tower.
yeah.
What was the end of that story?
Before this, they played "What If." They brought a guitar out and said that somebody's going to play or leave the place with that guitar. They just wanted it was going to go to the craziest person out there who was the wildest during the song. Well, some guy took that literally and did everything he possibly could to win that guitar, which included climbing up on the front of house. They have a 2-story little tower there.
Yeah, sound tower.
Sound tower to with the camera people and the spotlights and everything, and he climbed up there and was waving his shirt around and ended up throwing his shirt into the crowd, and then security got him and escorted him off property. So
With the guitar?
no,
He got
ripped off.
The blankety blank.
No one was crazier than that, guys.
Some
False
kid
advertising.
won it.
Oh, some kid. Give me a break.
Go to hell, kid.
Crazy
Yeah, go
at
to
all.
hell.
So, Zach, while you're sitting there, you're losing your mind, right? You're like, I'm the biggest Creed fan. When you look up and see that guy in the tower, do you just stop going crazy because you know you're out of the
You've
running?
been out crazy.
You're out.
Yeah, no. Right.
It's
That
over
was-
for you.
He was either going to win it or some kid was going to get some, some sympathy nod. Here's the guitar, kid.
What a joke.
Oh, come on. How loud did
he
you
did
say
it to the probably
give
deserved
it,
it. I
No,
don't
give
know.
it to the guy on the tower.
The guy in the tower. Crazy.
How many songs did he miss by getting ejected?
That was, I think, early to mid part of the show.
See, then he deserved the guitar.
deserves the guitar.
Killing guitar.
Half
He
the show.
clearly loves Creed. He was losing his mind. He's
Yeah.
willing to get ejected for a guitar. Give him
Yeah.
the guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kids
Yeah.
can get foul balls. They don't need guitars.
Yeah, man, take a bath.
I don't like that either, by the way. Kind of tired of that. I
What's
never
that?
got a foul ball as a kid. So I'm expected to give my one opportunity at a Major League Baseball game to catch a foul ball, and I'm supposed to just give it to
hang
some
on.
kid. I never had that opportunity.
Let me ask you. Let's say you caught a foul ball.
Right,
Yeah.
right off the chin.
Ryan Jeffers hits a foul ball in a 9-2 game,
Like at a park.
No, what if it's Max
And-
Kepler?
and
I'm not giving it away ever.
you catch a Jeffers foul ball.
Pushing that kid out of the way to get to it.
And
Whoa,
what do you
your
do
mic's
with the
on.
ball?
I put it on my nightstand
You put the baseball on your nightstand.
You have a night.
when I go home, and then I go, I caught that, and
you're
I
a
show my
cowboy now?
friends.
You're going to show your friends.
post a
You're going to
picture
show
of it
your
on
other
Twitter.
Okay.
That's mine.
And, and then
Interesting
I,
choices.
and then I get asked if I can that be thrown away in like 5 years? And I go,
Oh, it'd be
probably,
faster than that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it would make it 5 years.
All right. So you did not get the guitar.
That's not true, because I did get a St. Paul Saints home run ball, and I still have that.
Did you catch it?
I didn't catch it, but it bounced around, and then I dove
Bounced around,
for it,
bounced
and I scraped my knee.
Yeah.
What
pretty
age was
badly.
this? Was this like 2 weeks ago?
This was probably 5 years. It was at CHS Field, so.
Did you scrape your knee
Yeah.
before you got to the game?
Yeah. Did you stop at a park?
No, I mean,
So you were somewhere in your mid-20s,
Yeah.
diving
Of
and willing
course.
to scrape your knees to
it
get a
was
foul ball or a
first
home
of all,
run
it was
ball.
dollar beer night, and there weren't any kids around out there. It was up in right field. Like, like the concrete,
Yeah, the deck.
the deck up there. So yeah, it was just a bunch of drunk, early to mid 20s dudes, taking advantage of the dollar beer night.
Get her done.
Did you
get
push
it done.
Hawk's Grandma Nora out of the way to get it?
I would have if she was
She
there.
kicked your ass right in the face.
Yeah, she probably would have given her right back to me
Oh, she didn't
twice
get
as
right back.
hard.
Twice as hard. Yeah, she's like Black Crowes in this joint.
We're going to ask Hawk about Metallica in a second. The final quarterfinal of Initials 2024, the Invitational, rolls on today at 8:15. Tom Pelissero of the NFL Network takes on Eric Nordquist. Van Lieber, who should be here in about 45
Did you call him
minutes.
Van Lieber? Because that's a
Yeah,
great
sound
name.
like
Van
Van
Lieber's
Lieber.
even better.
He's killing vampires and everything.
Barb, Lil B will be here, and Amy Hockert. And $72,000 up for grabs, potentially, with the St. Paul Federal Credit Union Initials jackpot. More of the Power Trip after this on the Van.
Hey, welcome back to the Power Trip Morning Show. Here we are. That's really loud in my head. Is that loud in your head? Am I loud to you guys? No. Okay, good.
Sounds normal.
Weird. Welcome back. It's the Power Trip Morning Show. Here we are. We're all in studio again. We're back together again. Look at us. Look at us all together. Look at this. It's football season. We got a new Viking, and that's cool.
Couple new Vikings, right?
Yeah, man. How much of the game did you guys watch on Saturday?
I watched the first half.
Yeah?
I'd say most of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Listen to at least most of it.
Yeah.
Watched it on silent in the parlay, and then watched much of the third quarter with the Hitman on the mic, which was really cool.
Yeah, that's very cool.
I sold
man.
out.
Glenn Powell?
Him and KOC. KOC's awesome.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, that was a good bit, man. It's going to be a good bit this week because the man himself, KOC, will be doing it this week, which is cray-cray.
So he's selling out.
He's selling out.
Selling out.
You've changed, man. You've changed. That's a good bit. Real good bit. Well, that's fun. And now we're back. Better than ever. Hey, Sauce, do you know what today is?
Today is
the 19th of August.
Yes.
Still not in.
Oh, yeah. Really?
Looking at him right now. Still not in.
Oh, come on.
Well, it's only 19 days late.
Radio for 5 people.
Yeah, but it's more like radio for 3 people.
Yeah, and by the way, by the time they get in,
you got new ones.
They'll be next month's spots.
Yeah.
Right? It's unbelievable.
19 days?
19 days in. Unbelievable.
You just have to forward them, right?
Yeah. You got that right, brother.
Thanks, Hulkster.
How many miles does it have to travel?
See what you did there.
Yeah.
That was radio for even fewer people.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
it took me a minute because it wasn't for me for a second.
Yeah,
Now
I
it's
didn't
for
get
me.
it either.
Yeah.
Oh, Zachary.
Man, I'd love to play you guys some music right now.
Yeah. Listen to some Creed.
Metallica?
Yeah, like dun 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 bang, dun 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 bang.
Well, why don't you talk about Metallica and Sauce can play mouth guitar?
You know what?
But Metallica songs, please.
That
sounded more like the Macarena.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Macarena, brother.
Well, thank you.
It wasn't a compliment.
No,
Okay.
and I don't think Metallica wants to be associated with that. Maybe
No.
I'm wrong. Maybe they do. Maybe they want a writing credit on it.
What a crazy weekend.
Yeah, it ain't over yet, man.
And yeah, with Def Leppard tonight.
So
where's that?
Target Field.
Okay, so check this S word out. So our buddy Craig Gass is in town, right?
Oh yeah,
the comedian. New Hope this weekend, and he sends me a text, and he says, "Hey, dude, what are you doing tonight?" It was Thursday morning, last Thursday, and I'm like, I'm in Cleveland. He goes, when do you come back? And I go, Saturday. He goes, damn. Said, secretly, I'm opening for Pantera tonight at First Avenue. I'm like, well, that would be pretty cool. I would love to be there, but I cannot. There's a story behind that, by the way. So he says, you going to Metallica this weekend? I said, well, I don't get back till Saturday night, Sunday morning. He goes, do you want to go Sunday? I said, yeah, I'd love that. That'd be great. Cool. So he sets me up. And what I didn't know is we had snake pit passes.
Jeez.
Yeah, which is in the middle of the stage. Which, if you haven't seen pictures of the stage, you got to see it. It's super freaking awesome. And it worked out great because it's SJ's birthday's coming up. And, I didn't want to spend any money. I'm cheap. Right? And so her favorite band her whole life has always been Metallica, believe it or not. So this worked out great, right? So we go in there and we also get family and friend passes, which means we get to go under the stage and backstage into the depths and hang out with like the important people. And Craig knows everybody. He's worked on the Howard Stern show since the late 90s, and comedian, famous guy, this, that, and the other. Everybody knows him. Everybody. So I turn around, and do you guys remember when we were in Vegas and I went to see Tesla? You guys remember that?
Sure.
I'm a big fan of Tesla. You guys know I love Tesla.
Yeah.
A guy walks over with long hair. It's the guitar player from Tesla. So last time I saw you, I was sitting in a chair watching you from the crowd. Nice guy. He's in there because Craig got him passes, right? Momentarily, I turn around, and standing there is Neil freaking Schon, the guitar player for Journey.
Sauce, play mouth guitar Journey, because we can't play the actual song.
Bam, 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 bam.
It's almost like you've never heard music.
It sounds like a bad 80s sitcom theme.
I believe he thinks he's the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
No, I am.
No, not you, Neil Schon. Because I'm pretty sure that was the ringing of the bells at Notre Dame.
That was Someday Love Will Find You.
No,
It sounded more like the song when Vader walks on screen for the first
And
time.
by the way, if that was what you were doing, that was mouth vocals.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway, Neil Schon, like the Neil Schon. You guys know my affinity for Journey.
Yeah.
So I got to shake his hand and talk to him. It was the craziest thing ever. I don't think I've ever been more starstruck by a person than I was by that. That was pretty sweet. Yeah.
That's sweet,
like
dude.
that guy, I've told the story on the air before, but that band had a lot to do with me wanting to be a singer. And there he was. It was Neil Schoen. And he played at Woodstock with Santana. And there he was standing there.
Dang.
Come on now.
Craig just knows him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was super awesome. And then we spent time with the bass player, Chris from Five Finger Death Punch. Great dude. Talked to him for a long time, as a matter of fact. Got sweet, long, dread beards.
Sweet.
And by the way, the drummer, Charlie, for Five Finger Death Punch, is from here. And went to school with our mutual friend, Alex Keel.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So they've known each other forever. And there he was playing drums for Five Finger Death Punch on the floor at US Bank Stadium. So it was just a great night. Thanks to Craig Gass, who will be joining us this week on the show, by the way.
Hell yeah.
Coming and hanging out with us.
He's super funny.
But during the Pantera show, his bit that he does when he opens for hard rock bands, which he's done a lot, is he says, hey, I'm with the crew. I'm part of the band. I got some announcements to make. And he does this bit where he talks about things going on with the band. And half the crowd realizes he's a comedian. Half of them doesn't realize. But at the end, he always says, I'm a comedian. I'm just telling you guys jokes. But some of them are like, the one announcement he made was that Kirk Hammett's penis is so big it's got an elbow. Right? So you got to know it's a joke.
Yeah.
Well, he mentions during the show that Metallica is recording a live album. And then he makes a joke out of it. Well, people being people, half listening, it makes national news. The Metallica is recording a live album. So Craig walked around all night last night apologizing to people because the people in the crew from Metallica are like, we're not recording a live album. Who said we're recording a live album? But if you go on Google right now, Google News, and type in Metallica, you'll see Metallica recording live album. It's being quoted everywhere because people want to be first. They don't want to be accurate.
So Craig Gass is exhibit A on how misinformation spreads.
Yeah, he's gaslighting people.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Craig gaslighting
That's
people.
exactly it.
Yes,
but
you nailed it.
Literally, national news. Every person that walked up to him was like, dude, come on. He's like, it was a joke.
Yeah, he shouldn't apologize for a joke.
Yeah,
people should understand it's a joke.
Yeah. Right.
So thanks, Craig, again, man. What a great time we had. I can't believe the night. It was so much fun. And the stage was so awesome. It's completely 360. And there were multiple drum sets and multiple microphones. So they would finish the song. Lars would get up, walk around the side of the stage. Another drum set would rise up out of the stage and he'd play right there. So you had great views no matter where you're at, even if you were way up at the top. At some point, they were looking right at you. And the light show, he walked us over and introduced us to the light guy. And I got to stand there and watch the guy run the lights, and he does it manually because Lars doesn't use a click track, obviously. Sorry. But so him sitting there and, pushing the buttons and watching it happen in this giant arena, it was the craziest thing ever,
That's
man.
sweet.
So give me some of the set list. What'd you see him play?
Well, so that was a great thing. As I'm sure you know, they played two different set lists. So I looked at Friday night set list. I was like, oh, they're not going to play Sandman. They're not going to play this because they played it, Creeping Death is what they opened for. And they played For Whom the Bell Tolls. They played Cthulhu, which I've never seen them play. They played Unforgiven. They played One.
Did you get Sad But True, or was that the other night?
No, I didn't get it. I don't know if it was Friday night or not, but we did not get it last night. It was just awesome, man.
Did you get Wherever I May Roam?
No.
Great song.
Oh, man.
Wait a minute.
Great song.
No, we did not. We did not. I got the set list.
Nothing Else Matters?
Nope.
Nope.
Nope, hold on.
See, that was my only fear as being a Black Album Metallica fan, is that if I went to one night and they were splitting up the set list, right, not repeating songs, I'm like, man, am I really going to get 3 songs that I like? And I still think at some point I should just go see Metallica and just gamble.
Yeah.
But I should go when they're not splitting up the set
It's
list.
freaking awesome. They did Whiplash as the opener, then the For Whom the Bell Tolls, Ride the Lightning, Until It Sleeps, Lux Eterna, Screaming Suicide, I forget what day is, Wherever I May Roam.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah. Cthulhu, Unforgiven, Inamorata, Battery, Moth to the Flame, One, and then they closed with Sandman. So they did do Sandman last night, but I was gone by the time they did Sandman.
Yeah. Why would
I had to get out of there.
Yeah, you got to go.
That's, a whole hell of a lot of people trying to get out of there.
You got to go.
I would say, I'd say For Whom the Bell Tolls is my favorite of the night. That was freaking awesome, man. But what a show. What a show. So, Craig, thank you.
Metallica.
Yeah.
Metallica.
Yeah. So, I'm sorry to tell you guys this, but Craig's he can basically, this is his show now.
Yeah.
Anytime he's ever in town, I've given him the show just because he got me to meet Neil Schoen. Did you know, by the way, do you remember a guy by the name of Colin Quinn?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Saturday Night Live, Weekend Update, Remote Control back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Craig was one of his writers when he did Weekend Update. Did you know that?
I did not know
I did
that.
not know that either till last night.
Unless Craig told us and I immediately forgot
Yeah.
it. But no, I don't think I knew that.
He also has some stories about one of your favorite people in the whole wide world who I had no idea was literally his mentor.
Conan?
Nope.
Carlin?
Yeah.
George Carlin?
Was his mentor.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wikipedia says he was roommates with Mitch Hedberg,
And
too.
they're filming a documentary about Mitch, and he's a major part of it.
We did talk about that
Yeah, we
once.
talked about that, yeah.
He has mentioned his friendship
Yeah.
with Mitch. That part I remembered. I did not know the Carlin part.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't
Interesting.
either.
I know.
Unless he told us and we forgot.
That could be it, too.
God, my memory is just freaking
okay.
terrible. Front page sports in a second. Lieber in like 30 minutes. Tom Pelissero and more in like an hour and a half. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
The Power Hour goes live at 8 a.m. You can watch the Power Trip weekdays at 8, all thanks to Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed.
Welcome back. There we are. Sorry, I was just looking at myself on YouTube, standing at the Metallica concert last night, looking like a moron. There I am. Oh, yeah.
Man, that new stage setup is
Dude, it's so cool.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Kirk
man.
Hammett, all of his guitars have different, like early 1900s movie monsters, you know, like Frankenstein and Dracula and stuff like that. Pretty sweet. Anyway, there you go. Rock and roll. Let's. Should we talk sports? Because you guys believe in
Sure.
sports.
Yeah, man.
Time now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Holiday Station Stores, buy two, get one free when it comes to 28-ounce Gatorades. Buy two, get one free. Mix and match any flavors you want, including the exclusive Lightning Blast flavor at Gatorade at Holiday.
Ride the lightning blast.
Yeah, go hydrate at Holiday. Thanks, Holiday.
Wales.
It sure does, Paul. It sure does. The Vikings won 27-12 over Cleveland on Saturday. They had a 10-game preseason losing streak, but not this year. Undefeated. 2-0. Jaron Hall had a perfect passer rating of 158.3. He was 4 of 5 for 87 yards and 2 touchdowns. Nick Mullins, 11 of 21 for 135 and a score. That was the end of my sentence.
Oh.
Yeah, Lucien had a good game.
Yeah.
That was fun to see. We talked to him at his locker after the game, and he was like, I've been hurt my whole career, and I finally feel good, and I got to play tonight. It was fun.
He had 11 total tackles, 5 solo tackles, 1 for a loss, 1 pass deflection, 2 quarterback hits, and an interception.
Yeah. Yeah. And he was all over the field.
All over.
He's like, yeah, I mean, I finally could do it. Because Ben was like, how does it feel to finally get to do this, you know? And Lewis is like, well, it feels good, but it's like, this is what I've always wanted to do. And it's the first time I've ever been healthy. And it kind of sucks because I'm just now being able to show everybody what I did.
Yeah.
And you could hear him kind of basically saying, but it's kind of like, it might be too late now. I'm finally getting a chance to show you what I can do. But because there's 2 guys, like there's probably going to keep 6 players at that position. And he might be number 7, you know? He might have earned his way onto the squad.
See.
He might have earned his way onto the squad, but if he does, he's going to have to beat out 2 guys who can also play cornerback, which is pretty important on this team.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But it was good to see him actually being celebrated. I mean, to hear the people in the locker room going nuts for him, his teammates going crazy for him. it was good to see.
The Vikings signed cornerback Stephon Gilmore. They agreed to a 1-year deal, $7 million guaranteed, up to $10 million. Brian Flores coached him a couple years while Gilmore was in New England. He turns 34 next month. Off-season surgery to repair a torn labrum. Sauce, that's not what you think. Started all 17 games for Dallas last year. He was the NFL Defensive Player of the Year in 2019 with the Patriots.
Yeah, he automatically upgrades that position. He will automatically be their number 1 cornerback. And I think I heard yesterday that means they will probably move, is it Byron Murphy to the inside where he's a better cornerback?
Right.
So they desperately needed it. And I would assume he'll be on the field today if they practice. Right?
Vikes at Eagles Saturday noon right here on the Fan. So it's noon Saturday Vikings game. Fan line follows. And then at 5 o'clock, the Power Trip's live at the State Fair, 5 to 7.
Oh, yeah, great.
Leading up to Nate Bargatze.
Hell yeah.
Just click that. That's this week.
That's this Saturday.
That's this week, yeah.
I just pulled a muscle. I'm sorry, guys.
Vikings at noon, fan line on this station afterwards, and then Power Trip live from the fair, 5 to 7 p.m. All your hands up.
Is that the same day as the Lynx game?
Oh, no.
I had tickets to that.
I had tickets to that.
I don't know where they went, though.
You bought tickets to something you can't go to?
Well, I don't know.
I mean, I didn't
It
pay for
hasn't happened to
them.
me yet.
Yeah. How much were they?
You know who it has happened.
Let's just leave it at that.
Oh.
I got a great one for you guys. I haven't told you. I got a new one for you guys. I can't believe I haven't told you yet.
I do, too.
Oh.
I got a new one, too.
Hang on, Zach, were you kidding or not? Is the Lynx game Saturday? The Fever game?
It is.
It's at 7.
Give me fever.
What happened?
I had tickets to that.
Where'd they go? You never answered that part where your tickets went.
You can still go.
Yeah, like you can buy them.
I mean,
in fact,
I have to go so people think that I follow women's sports, even though I can't name more than 2 people on this team.
I'll name this one Zach, this one Taylor.
You can get them on SeatGeek, buddy.
Insane. Rangers won 6-5 in 10 innings over the Minnesota Twins. That's okay, though. I mean, sure, the Twins were up 4-0, and sure, the Twins had won the first 3 games of the series, but the Rangers can have one. We can be nice. They won 6-5 in 10 innings over the Twins. So, with the 3 out of 4 for the Twins and the Drunken Scotties sweeping the Guardians, the Twins now just 2 games back.
Let's go.
Hell
We're
yeah,
getting
man.
there.
Yeah.
Twins just 2 games behind Cleveland, but KC also red hot. They are just
Band?
1 behind the Twins. KC won 8-1 over the Reds. I'm pretty sure they swept them. Didn't double check that, but I thought they won all the games against Cincinnati. So they are 1 game behind us, 3 games behind Cleveland.
Yeah. They gave that one away yesterday. Pablo Lopez was great. The second he came out of the game, the Rangers took a 5-4 lead, and then they what's his face? Carlos Santana, not the guy. Woodstock tied it at 5-5, but then the horrible little league way to lose a game happened in the bottom of the 10th, or they should have swept them. That was an absolute.
What's the horrible little league way?
So there was like a bloop kind of hit to shortstop. It was thrown to first. It got knocked out of his glove. It rolled up to second base, and the guy came around from second and scored because in the extra innings you start with a guy on second. So it was basically like a little league.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was just like.
Did you see the outfielder was sitting down picking dandelions?
Yeah. The one guy was making castles out of the dirt.
Yep, that's right.
The other guy was smoking cigs.
Yeah, the other guy was just chiefing a blunt.
You were at the concession stand?
Yeah, I just was waiting for my my concession ticket.
One of the guys was literally held his pants out and was looking down at his Janssen.
That was
like he'd never seen it before.
That was your dad.
My dad plays for what squad?
The Rangers.
I didn't know who you were talking about. He plays for the Rump Rangers?
Yep.
What else is his dad into?
That's it.
You're going this entire week, too?
Yeah.
Good
Have
job.
you turned over a new leaf?
I'm just tired of dumping on Hawk's dad.
Go ahead.
You're tired of dumping on his dad?
Do it. Go ahead. Do it. Do it.
So you're just going to wipe this away from existence, this bit? Going to flush it down the toilet.
Go ahead.
Just forget that it ever existed.
Yeah. I've made a mess all over Hawk's dad my whole life.
Sure.
Better off dead than make a mess of me.
You're just going to eliminate this waste. from your entire repertoire of bits.
For now.
Well, I'm proud of you.
Really?
Can't be the only one that's proud of you.
You got nothing left in the tank? None?
Nope. No more dumping on Hawk's dad.
You ought to use that one.
That chest is taking a pounding.
Oh, so you just did it, though.
You kind of just did it.
That's
yeah.
not good, dude.
Yeah.
No,
You kind of did it.
Yeah.
You told the line.
damn it.
When we come back, we'll do what really matters. Scores and stats around the world of sports. Ben Lieber is about 10 minutes away, and today is his quarterfinal, the final quarterfinal of the 2024 Initials Invitationals at 8:15. Nordo, Tom Pelissero, Ben Lieber, Scooter McGee,
Steve Lombardozzi,
Lil B, and Amy Hockert. But what really matters is next. Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Celebrate 30 years of Weezer's iconic Blue album when they take over XL Energy Center on Wednesday, September 4th. You can hear all of their iconic hits when they play their debut album in full.
Yes.
Alongside special guests, The Flaming Lips.
Ouch.
And
right?
Dinosaur Jr.
Oh, Dinosaur Jr. Wales.
Tickets are still available for this canvas
Stats
show.
better.
You can find out how you can get yours at KFAN.com keyword calendar, but caller 13. Wow, right now we'll win your way in with a pair of tickets. 1-800-320-5326.
Do you know who looks great?
Who?
Dinosaur the Third.
Oh, D3?
Yeah.
You know, it
Sauce.
wasn't great.
What?
The dinosaur 65 million years
movie
ago?
D3.
Oh,
Who saw that?
you did.
I did too. It was real good.
Sauce, top 3 songs off the Blue album. Go.
Let's see here. Say It Ain't So.
That is a correct answer. You and I might be 3 for 3. Let's do
In
this.
My Garage bit. That I love that one.
Okay.
The World Has Turned and Left Me Here.
That's one of the other two. What's the other one? Come on.
You guys are so weird.
My Name is Jonas.
Yes, those are the 3. The world has turned and left me here. Say It Ain't So and My Name is Jonas are the 3 absolute bangers.
If they play, I would go. But if they started playing anything else, I'd go, boo! No one wants to hear this but hockey.
You're so weird.
God, I love that album.
Yeah.
First concert ever.
Yeah.
First Ave, and they just played the Blue album. That was their album. And
That's
then Rivers
sweet.
said, we don't do encores, so see ya. And I was
Good.
like, that's fine. See you later.
You don't like an encore?
I hate encores.
Why?
Because it's a waste of time. What the time you spent going
The
off
dime?
stage and in the darkness, whatever, it's like play another song or just get to it.
Get to it.
Encores are... If it's like a legitimate thing, if they legitimately go off and go, dang, man,
This crowd won't leave.
A
They love
planned
us.
encore is not an encore. It's a break.
Wow.
Strong take.
Yeah.
Let's do what really matters. Scores and stats around the world of sports. And in between, Chris will change your life with something else. Well, let's lead with this because, Chris, you haven't had a chance to react. But on Friday, Lawyer Lambert scored 4. Charge had 3. Sauce had 2. You were in Cleveland. You heard the miracle, I would say on ice, but he was just sitting in a chair.
Yeah.
When Jeff Lambert did the unthinkable. Your reaction?
Yeah, I mean, it was awesome. Lawyer Lambert's good. He's a smart man. It was fantastic. I mean, congratulations to the lawyer, Lambert. I don't know why we're surprised he's a lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Sauce, were you surprised that your dad was capable of winning?
Not that he was capable of winning. I just thought I would have a better showing, and I don't do well when things don't go exactly how I think they should go. And when I couldn't get Tea Party, I fumbled.
You love tea parties.
Yeah, I don't know
You're
why.
now 0 for 3 in the initial
Yeah, I'm not-
invitational. That's
yeah.
it's not your spot.
I'm not good at it.
But what really matters is this.
That wasn't a sports story.
There was a score.
Yeah, your lover sat in that chair you're sitting in.
Yeah, I can
Why
smell.
are you smelling it?
Yeah.
There's actually Charch that sat there, so unless he hooked up with
Hawk
Charch.
switched it. He's not allowed.
I wonder if he would.
He's not allowed to do that, right, Hawk?
Do what?
Hook up with other people.
It depends on what I'm into that day. Several elite colleges took nude photos of every incoming freshman from the 1940s to 1970s, including many famous people. That was part of the deal. Elite colleges, that was one of the things they did.
Wait, what?
Here, what's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ivy League schools took
Michigan isn't an Ivy League.
Harvard, Yale, Princeton, University of Pennsylvania.
What's the logic?
They like to see T words.
I mean, I guess.
D words.
I mean, think of the sicko that started that and had a straight-faced reason for why that was the best, the best possible plan.
Hey.
We're going to need to see them all nude and have documentation. For what? And this guy, this is definitely a guy's idea.
Ron Rosenbaum.
Ron Rosenbaum, R.I.P. basic ancestor.
R.I.P. Ron.
Here's why we need it. I can't even think of a reason.
I mean, Matt Damon went to Harvard. Do they have nudes of him?
He's a little young still.
He's a little league?
He didn't go in the 70s. You need people who went like
Meryl
your
Streep.
dad. Where did your dad go to school?
University of Minnesota.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they got
That's
some
not Ivy
dudes.
League.
Well,
It's Hy-Vee League. It's Hy-Vee League.
Ivy League.
Yeah, right. You can get great deals on fruit.
Julie
You can try
Bowen
it
went
on.
to Brown University. That's an Ivy League school.
Are we
Not in
what
the
are we doing?
1970s. Now you're just naming
Are we
famous
just talking
people that
about
went to
who
school.
college?
All right, hold on.
We're
Let me
looking for
find
people in their 70s and above.
Ron Rosenbaum, writer for New York Times, in 1995, found a big stack of photos. Shocking because what he found was an enormous cache of nude photographs, thousands and thousands of photographs of young men in front, side, and rear poses.
Tommy.
What?
Yeah. It says here, nude photos of Yale graduates are shredded. Oh.
Wow.
Are they saying
All
the
of them,
graduates
or-
are shredded?
Yeah.
They're like, wow, these guys look great.
Yeah, they're like grinding the rail on a skateboard.
The Smithsonian Institution has cut off all public access to a collection of nude photographs taken of generations of college students, some of whom went on to become leaders in American culture and government. The pictures at first were taken to study posture. Yeah, right. Hey, stand up straight and take your pants off.
Study posture, but every incoming freshman was
Yeah.
required to be naked.
Yeah.
That blows my mind that one person didn't go, what are we doing here?
Yeah, what's happening?
We're all Ivy League smart, and
Yeah,
none of us
this
are
is-
questioning why this is happening.
Oh.
None of us are asking for a
What
good
was that
reason.
noise, Zach?
I'm just reading this damn Wikipedia article about this.
Oh, calm down, Paul.
Yeah, Paul, relax.
Whoever the dude was that came up with this had a whole list of reasons why this
Is
was.
this the Illuminati?
Yeah.
Sex!
They're literally called nude posture photos.
Yeah.
Nude
He
posture
wanted to, he's
photos.
doing research on who goes to the left and who goes to the right. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
politically.
Sigourney Weaver attended Yale in 1972.
This is awesome. I'd like to know more. College graduates.
I don't know if she graduated.
Did anybody you know go to North Hennepin?
Didn't Crease Daddy?
Did you listen to the Rashida Jones Smart List yet?
No, yeah,
You know Michael Schur from Mike Schur from Parks and Rec, whatever,
Yeah, of course.
Brooklyn Nine. They both went to Harvard together. They knew each other as 18-year-olds. They were like best friends. They wrote together. They were in plays together. So Rashida Jones and Michael Schur have known each other forever.
Wow.
Which is pretty cool because then obviously she was on The Office. She was on Parks and Rec. So they were friends as 18-year-olds, and now they've worked together in mainstream television and movies or whatever for the last, 20 years.
Crazy.
Pretty cool.
Cray.
None of my high school friends helped me with anything.
No. You know what? Sauce?
Why didn't they write something for me?
Yeah,
I'd like to get a look at your posture.
Okay. It's very bad.
I'm going to guess it's not very big.
No, it's not.
Your posture, I mean.
Yeah, I'm going to need to see your posture from 3 different angles.
Yeah.
You'd have
Let me lay down.
If you did a side angle of it, I don't think you could see it.
Why do we need a fluffer for posture pictures?
Who volunteers?
Send posture pics to @Zach Halverson. DMs are open.
Anybody in particular?
Just anybody at this point. Just let's see some posture.
Are you circling the drain?
I don't care.
What is going on? What is going on?
Did you hit rock bottom?
Please give Zach
Why
a hug
not?
for me, Ben.
Or send him a posture
Oh, yeah,
pic. He'd
send him a
probably want
posture
that
pic.
more.
He has a posture pic of somebody on his phone.
Yeah, I didn't realize that you have that player and that person as your screensaver.
Oh, yeah.
Or your background.
Yeah, he's looking for a posture
I always
pic.
thought it was just kind of a little bit of a bit, but no.
Oh, no.
No.
No,
it's
that's not
it's
a
a
bit.
real deal.
No.
How are you guys? How's your guys' posture? Maybe, I don't know what I missed
I'm
here.
a little to the left. And
Are you?
I'm great, Ben.
What
Thank
you
for
missed, Ben,
asking.
is while you were probably in the elevator. Chris said in the 40s and 50s and 60s or something.
In fact, from the 1880s to the 1940s, Harvard took pictures to every incoming freshman naked.
Every incoming freshman, and the person who started it said it was for studying posture.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And those pictures are where?
Sealed at the Smithsonian.
Yeah, they now are sealed. You're not allowed to see them anymore.
Other than seal.
The large project was run by William Herbert Sheldon and Ernest Albert Hooton, who may have been using the data to support their theory that body types and social hierarchy, the body types say something about social hierarchy, but they just wanted to see some D's.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
D's and T's.
Yeah, D's and T's, man.
I think it was just gentlemen.
Was Harvard just a...
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
It was not.
Was it not?
Oh, maybe not. I don't know. They said the Seven Sisters colleges. I thought that might have been the women. Maybe not.
So wait, the study was just done on men, or was
But it says
Harvard...
all incoming freshmen, so it's got to be...
Was Harvard inclusive of women back then?
Great question.
Oh.
Good question.
Yeah,
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
What if you're hooting in whatever the other guy's name was?
Yeah, Hoots.
And you're Ivy League smart. You're two higher ups at Harvard, and you truly are breaking down posture. What if this is legit and we're just dismissing it? What if they're not?
It's not.
I agree. I'm betting my entire life savings that they're just into seeing naked dudes. I'm just saying, what if?
What
if?
Great song.
What if they were actually going down a path, some kind of a theory that they had about posture and body types for elite social status and this and that, blah, blah, blah. I wonder.
No.
This is having something on somebody, so if you go against them...
This is why they have a giant endowment fund.
Oh.
Because they're like, hey, if you don't donate...
Right.
This is going right to the New York Post.
So maybe then, there you go. Maybe it's not even like a gay thing. Maybe it's just a straight blackmail thing. It's just
It looked like.
there's no way they let black males into Harvard in the 1940s.
I thought you said straight black man. I was like, I'm right here. Hello.
Who's this?
You're right here, not at Harvard.
How's your posture?
I like your posture. Congratulations on your posture.
You want to see this scoliosis, baby?
You guys ever see the movie The Skulls with Paul Walker?
No, never saw it.
Is it any good?
Did
Not
Hawk
really.
love it?
It's about? Is that Yale or is that Harvard?
One of them. Yeah, it's like an Ivy League school, and it's a secret society, and this
Hawk
and that,
loved it.
and
I love
whatever.
movies about secret societies.
Yeah, covering up murders and
You're not
scandals
doing a good
and
job
stuff.
of keeping the secret, meat sauce.
No, I would not be allowed in a secret society.
Yeah, we know.
Or
We have one. You're not in it.
would I be?
No,
No,
you would have
it'd be
told
like-
everybody.
Pretty sure
But
we
that,
said no.
but that maybe that's the ruse where they would be like, "We'll let that guy in because everybody will think when he starts talking about the secret society."
It's
that he's
more
not in
likely
it.
those Harvard guys were straight than what you just said.
Okay, never mind.
That's
then.
how unlikely you are to be in a secret
No,
society.
I would never be let in a
So
secret society.
I don't know if I've told you guys this story. I know I've said it out loud, just don't know if I've said it in front of you guys in front of this microphone. So, screw you if I've already told this story.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Whatever.
forgot anyway, brother.
We've never
Whatever.
done that.
Yeah, we weren't listening, brother.
So speaking of secret societies, so one of my friend groups, one of the guys just named it the Illuminati, just for fun, right? Well, I got a text from one of those guys in front of Whit, my 13-year-old. And I wasn't paying attention that he was looking at my phone. He goes, "What was that?" I go, "What?" He goes, "The Illuminati." I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Are you part of the Illuminati?"
And of course, no matter what you say,
And no matter what I said, I was like, no. I was like, no, it's just a friend group title. He's like, really? I go, maybe not.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like,
yeah.
then now I've got him. So every time now he thinks that I'm doing like secret texts.
the cool dad cred just skyrocketed.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
he thinks you played in the NFL, sure, you're a broadcaster,
Yeah.
you're on TV,
You got great
you
posture.
might be in the Illuminati,
Yeah.
and now you're 10 times cooler. Because now he thinks his dad controls American culture, or maybe global culture. Who knows?
You never know.
I don't know how high up the
You
ladder
never
you go.
know.
That's pretty cool.
We think one of my friend's dads is in SEAL Team 6 because he always disappears during major events.
Oh, he's got a different family.
Oh, come on.
He's pretend. Yeah, keep believing that.
He went on a work trip when they killed Osama bin Laden.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he checks people's posture.
Yeah, correct.
I think he might be a secret agent, but that's fine.
Okay.
That's okay.
No, it's worse, yeah.
Maybe. Ben Lieber is here. We'll do more of what really matters after this. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
At the 2024 Minnesota State Fair live from Carousel Park, presented by Mesh Besher and Spence. We're broadcasting live through Labor Day. Come buy your favorite fan merch and learn about your shot to be the Mesh Besher and Spence Rube of the Day and win a prize pack. Get the full details at KFAN.com. Make the keyword calendar.
Sauce, thank you for lunch.
Oh, all right. I'll
Would you mind? I'm sorry.
I'll pay for it.
Thank you. Would you mind?
What a nice thing to do. You just pick up a tab for a friend.
Why am I buying? Because Parrish wasn't there?
Well, I mean, you're a gentleman.
Thank you.
Chivalry is not dead. Ben Lieber is here. This is the Power Trip Morning Show. Ben, on a scale of 1 to 10, what did you think of the Minnesota State Fair before you started working for Twin Cities Live? And on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think of it now?
Well, I would say it was probably a 3 before I attended it almost every weekday when I'm there. Now it's probably like an 8.
Whoa. Now you like it almost 3 times as much?
I like it more because
really?
I think I appreciate it more. Like, because at first it's just, all I see is problems. All I see is crowd and swass. Whoa. And just stinkiness.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. It's just like, I'm not one to want to gorge myself in those situations like that. So it's not like, oh, I can't wait to get to the fair. I'm going to eat, I'm going to eat my way through the fair for 8 hours. Right. That's not, so that's never been my jam. But now that I'm there a lot, I think it's like one of those really cool, like, it is really iconic, especially when was it Chance the Rapper? Who's the rapper?
He's just there. Or he's just going to be there.
He's coming. And he had some sort of quote saying like he had an opportunity to go either the Minnesota State Fair or whatever. And he's like, look, man, I'm going to the Minnesota State Fair. He's like, everybody knows that's the place to go.
Yeah. Well, how about our guy Chef Reactions, who's going to call in tomorrow to this show, but then he's going to be with us Saturday, 6:00. At the Minnesota State Fair, right? The whole reason this happened is like 3 weeks ago, he posted on Twitter, like, hey, if I go to one of the state fairs, which one should I go to? Everybody flooded him with Minnesota. So he just said, fine, I'll go to Minnesota. Yeah. Right? Like, 'cause everybody across the country said, go to the Minnesota State Fair.
Yeah.
That's why he's here.
I think that, my level of appreciation for like what they do there, how well they do it, the vendors, the food, just the amount of entertainment that it really is. It's something that we can, as Minnesotans, like hang our hat on. Be like, hey, we've got a pretty special thing. Yes, we've got the Mall of America. I get that. But to have this like standalone area in St. Paul that is there just for the state fair, and I get it, other events throughout the year. But I feel like when you hear other people go to the Texas State Fair and whatever, like, we do it better than anybody else.
Are you working for him? What the hell?
Hey, Mus Mountain.
Hi, Mus.
Maybe a little bit, Mus.
This is I honestly just threw up in my mouth just a little bit.
I know. Ask Mus the same question you just asked
Dear
Ben.
Lord, how you went off.
Whoa. Here's
glowing.
Here's the other thing.
Oh, my God. Twin Cities Live has ruined you.
Here's the other thing.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have to worry about parking.
Neither do I.
But we
except for that damn parade.
But I'm saying we have a shuttle that takes us there and back in an air-conditioned shuttle, and it's prompt, it's on time.
Oh, I get you.
That is by far the biggest game
So
changer.
you're like Corey and Sauce who sit there and go, I love the fair.
I do.
We go twice. That's it.
It's the right amount.
You get to go on your own.
Yeah.
When you want, basically.
Go on.
Yeah. But when you got to do the 12 days of hell, you can all go to hell.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you go every
that
day.
attitude.
Yeah, that
You
is-
go every day, right?
Telling somebody to go to
Pretty
hell
close.
is just seeing them at the state fair.
Right. Hawk's with me. He
Can't wait, man. Bucket of cheese curds Saturday.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
You can
Fried
get cheese
pickles.
curds anywhere.
Not like that.
Correct. Not
And
like
not for that amount of money.
Right.
I'm glad you guys
pay
like
way
it.
more.
I really am real happy for it.
Can't they Uber Eats your curds to you from the mouth?
That's
trap?
not the same.
I want to hand teenagers a ticket that says bucket of cheese curds on it.
Wait. Is that a thing at the fair?
Uber Eat?
Can you do that?
I don't know.
Do they have food deliveries?
They should.
Do they have like what do you call them? Like
No,
little porters that
maybe.
would just go out and get you food and bring it back to you?
I don't know why they wouldn't. I mean, it's a good idea. If they don't, you should invent that. That's
Yeah,
a good
but
bit.
here's the thing.
That'd be a
I
nightmare.
truly believe that
It would be a little bit of a nightmare.
it's
but-
a food biosphere that's right around the state fair. Is that while you're on campus, the food is amazing. And then you think, oh, man, I'll bring some home because the kids might want some Sweet Martha's cookies.
doesn't necessarily
as
travel
soon
well.
as you actually get into the parking lot, you get in your car, and you're like, oh, that is not what I ordered.
Yeah.
Well, there
doesn't look
are
good.
lots of people that bring Tupperware and they bring Ziploc bags and they do all that stuff because they're like, well, I'm not going to waste it. I'll just like bring it home. And from what I understand, it's only certain items that will travel well or be reheated.
Yeah. All right. Well,
You can try,
congratulations
though.
on
It's
your
try. It's a
air-conditioned
good
shuttle.
idea.
I hope you have a blast.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
We should have
Good for you
that.
guys, man.
Hawk, would you pay for a shuttle to take us to and from the fair?
I'd pay the space shuttle to take you out in space and leave you.
Oh.
Sounds like those two astronauts are dealing with that right now.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's a
How
real
about
thing,
that?
right?
It's a
There's-
real thing. They're stuck for, 6 months? Maybe.
Yeah, and they're listening right now. I apologize, guys.
Barb just texted me and said that she ordered a shuttle and only Nordo took it. He was the only one.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I didn't know there was a shuttle. I had no idea. Did I get we didn't get an email on that.
No.
I used to take the park and ride. That was sweet. Drop you right off, walk right in, sit right down, maybe let your hair hang down. Yeah. Park and ride was sweet. Now the one that was right down here at Dunwoody doesn't exist anymore.
God.
Don't you just park in the media lot?
Yeah, but sometimes
It's full.
It's full every time that I've gone
Every
there.
damn time. And they look at you like they're doing you a favor. I hate that. I'm so sorry. I have to.
Oh, here we go. Call bonus.
We haven't done one day yet there and already just misery.
See, that's what I'm talking about. My experience is way different because it's the stress level's way lower. I park at Hubbard. I jump on the shuttle. They drive us over there. They take the little bus lanes because we don't have to deal through all the regular public traffic. You go all the special access road, and it drops you off right at the front. I walk right in, and I go right to the air
So
conditioned.
you've
part
never
of
felt the hell
building.
of Como then?
Whoa.
I mean, well, yes. I mean, when I was before I started working there, if I would go there with my family or whatever, or I go, to join one of you guys' bits, whatever. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, the stress of like sitting in line, you're in all the traffic jams and whatever, and then you get to the lot and they're like, sorry, we're full. I'm like, son of a.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, then you start texting, hey, so I'm going to be a little bit late.
I
Parking
know.
sucks.
Yeah. I left my house 3 hours ago.
Correct.
I'll be there in 20
Yes,
minutes.
that's what I don't have to deal with.
I ride my motorcycle every time that I possibly can because
Hoping someone will-
Oh, that's very smart.
the motorcycle lot is right across from the media lot. But on the way, I'm like, it's okay. Swerve this way. It's fine.
Open your door as I go by.
All right, let's do more of what really matters. Ben, let's start with you. The Vikings signed cornerback Stephon Gilmore to a 1-year, $7 million deal. It's up to $10 million, but $7 million guarantee. He turns 34 next month. He's been on 1 million teams in the last 5 or 6 years. So obviously an awesome start to his career with the Patriots, and he's had some success the last handful of years, but he keeps bouncing around. Does he have much left in the tank at almost 34 years old? Yes or no?
Well, I guess that remains to be seen, but I'm going to say yes. And I'm going to say for this team, for what we have right now, yeah, he's needed. I don't know where he'd fit on some other teams that are strong at that position, but we're not very strong there. So for him to come in and he's going to have a little bit of an adjustment period when it comes to just learning exactly how B-Flow wants to do everything, because it's been a long time since they've been together. But I think talent-wise, I don't see why he's not a giant upgrade to what we've got.
Is this kind of like a Patrick Peterson thing where, like, if he has to go man, he has to use his vet savvy?
Well, we will wait.
Who knows if the wheels are still there?
We'll wait and see how that looks. But yes, that was Pat P's biggest issue, was he could not keep up in man coverage. And I would guess that they're not being flippant about this signing. When he came and did his meeting, obviously you don't work out veterans like that. It's not like they're testing his 40 speed and all that stuff. But I'm sure that they're going back to look at tape and say, okay, we want to be more of a man press, defense this year. Can this guy do that? Right. And he must have checked that box last year when they were reviewing the tape. And so I'm guessing that it's not just name recognition. Of course, I mean, he has a name because of his reputation of being a good player. But I'm guessing
Defensive player of the year.
I'm guessing that he still has what they're looking for this defense this year.
Yeah, and like you said, the ultimate need.
Need. Yeah.
If the 34-year-old isn't as fast as he used to be, but he's still faster than everybody else in your quarterback room, you sign the guy, right?
You sign the guy, right?
But what really matters is this.
A 10-year-old schoolgirl unearthed a dinosaur footprint that was 200 years old. Yeah. She stunned experts when she unearthed dinosaur footprints.
200 years old?
200 million years old. I said 200 years old. 200 million. That'd be great if it was only 200 years old.
There's a lot of things we didn't know about.
Right.
Yeah.
Dinosaur footprints while playing on a beach during a summer holiday walk. Tegan believed the footprints could date the youngster. Anyway, it doesn't matter. 200 million years old. So she's walking along the beach. And she saw this footprint, and she was like, I think that's a dinosaur footprint. And people were like, just chill, young lady. And so they had scientists come out and look, and damn it, if it weren't actual dinosaur footprints on the beach.
It's amazing that they hold up after 200 million years.
Yeah.
You're not like getting deep into the, how you're not supposed to dig holes in the beach. That's what they always say.
Yeah.
Because it's dangerous for other people after you fill it in even. But wow, how big of a damn hole did she dig to find that?
That was the thing. It wasn't. It was like it had just been
erosion
uncovered.
off the water?
Eroding.
Yeah, and you would think if she's at a beach that is highly, foot traffic anyway.
Yeah.
How did no one else ever see this?
Yeah.
I ain't buying it, Sauce. This is a conspiracy theory. I'm like Carl Everett, former Major League Baseball player. The whole thing's a scam. Everybody's in on it.
Yeah, and who was the guy?
He didn't believe in dinosaurs.
Yeah, he did not. Who was the guy that thought the pyramids were built in the 1840s?
That was the voice of the Vikings, Paul Allen.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. He's the best.
I actually don't know if I believe this story. It was on a beach?
Yeah, that's right.
So why just one footprint? How does one footprint get preserved? What was special about that one?
I think it's stepped
the dinosaur. It was a Hoposaurus.
It was a lava flow and
things happen, man.
I don't know.
And then I wasn't there.
I don't know.
That's a top kid experience, though. Like every rock you pick up as a kid, you imagine it to be a fossil, and then she actually did really find one. That's so cool.
Did they do like one of those plaster things? Hawk, you remember this when we were kids?
Oh, sure.
Bigfoot plaster.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Constantly.
Yeah.
Wasn't it called Plaster of Paris?
I think it was, actually.
Yeah.
That's a movie I saw with Paris Hilton in it.
Oh
boy.
Wow.
How'd it end?
Lazily.
He didn't get that far.
Yeah,
the Vikings are at the Eagles Saturday noon right here on the Fan, the final game of the preseason, thankfully, for the Minnesota Vikings. So pregame at 10, game at noon. So you start at 10.
Yes, I do. Yeah, that's gonna be
Hawk and I are gonna
absolutely
miss
awesome.
preseason.
Love the last preseason game because they're even then you already know what the depth chart is for the most part.
For the most part,
there might be one or two players that get a chance to actually make a little splash and possibly you get on that bubble where it's like, okay, it's this guy or this
like
guy.
Lewis Seen. This was before you got here,
man.
but Ben, did he show enough last week where the Vikings have to consider keeping him, or is that just a flash in the pan? Where do you think he is on that bubble? In or out?
I think he's in.
I think so?
In.
Wow.
I think he's in.
I truly believe as well. And I kind of buy into what you guys are saying, have said in the past, too, is that it's Kwesi's guy.
It is
And so
Quasey's guy, yes.
I
Did
think
trade Andrew Booth, though. Gave up on Booth pretty quick.
I think it was Ron Johnson who actually said this. You probably didn't catch it, Corey, because it was in Vikings fan line. But he said that if you do have two guys on the bubble and you're going, okay, this guy or this guy, you're going to go with Scene because, well, that was our first round draft pick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he going to make number 5.
I know. Well, and it's beneficial too that that whole room, the defensive back room, like as we just talked about, is pretty thin.
Yeah.
And some guys they're trying out at cornerback, so they're kind of like safety / corner. So like, where do you really slot them when it comes to roster spots? And this is a defense that plays 3 safeties. So I think we carried 5 last year.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So is he a top 5 safety on the team? Probably.
Yeah. Especially if Ward is
a corner.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, well, he's got to play corner. And then, you know, and I don't know, you guys. I mean, if this was the great awakening for him, it's great news.
It was interesting watching you talk to him after the game because you could see the look on his face. And he mentioned it to you during the interview twice, Ben. He's like, yeah, I'm finally healthy. Gee, dang it. You know, I mean, like you could just see the look on his face. Like, this is how I want to be. I want to play like this. This is who I want. It's not that I don't want to be a good football player. I just haven't been able to be.
Yeah.
I felt kind of bad for him in that moment. Did you?
It's interesting because I would say of a lot of the players that we on this roster that we've interviewed and we've heard talk to the media in the last couple of years, he's very self-aware.
Yeah.
Like he really understands, I think, how the public views him and where his lot in life is. So I don't know. I think it's great that he's very candid about like, yeah, I haven't played very well. I want to play well. I've struggled through this and then this and that. And it's like, okay, well, great. Like there are times out there it doesn't even look like you're engaged. So like, you know that you need to play well. Every snap you need to flash. And it doesn't necessarily seem like he gets it on the field, but yeah, he gets it, I think, publicly in where he's at. So I think the two sort of married up on Saturday.
Well, he knocked the piss out of that one guy.
Yeah.
That might have been my favorite play.
I know.
That was a huge hit. Huntley, get down.
Yeah, get down, make love.
Yeah.
Was it Huntley
down.
or was it the receiver?
I think it was Huntley, the quarterback.
Yeah.
Oh,
was it really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Not just Helmanoff. They would have thrown Lewis out of the league.
Nope, because
was it a scramble?
Yeah. It was a scramble.
Oh,
He didn't like give himself up at all. And so
we've had a couple hits like that in our last 2 games.
McCain had that big hit.
I'm glad that they're not throwing the flags on those.
Right.
Because those are hard, violent hits that
decleating,
a year ago, they would have been like, oh, that looks violent. We got to throw the flag.
Put him in jail.
Like, oh, that just looks like it's like a foul.
Oh, wait till the regular season, then they'll punish the defense in any possible way.
That's possible.
Yeah.
That's possible. But usually they over officiate in the preseason just to like send a message.
True.
All right, the news is next. Ben Lieber is here. Ben, today's your day. Quarterfinal number 9. Nordo, Tom Pelissero, who's going to be here in like 30 minutes. We'll talk Vikings with Tom Pelissero. Nordo.com Tom, Ben Lieber, Lil B, and Amy Hockert.
I think I got the toughest draw
at 8:15.
This is a tough quarterfinal.
Yeah, Nordo and Tom are both extremely good. Wild cards with Lil B and Amy. You could do it too.
We'll see.
It's hard not to cheer for Barb because if you don't,
she's gonna. Yeah,
well, there's that.
Yeah.
The news is next. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
The Fan.